So the GOAT Dabura is finally here. I'm not too excited for him, to be honest. Hopefully get very early because I obviously went pretty deep on the anniversary banner, so I don't really want to go too deep on this banner. The actual banner itself is surprisingly pretty stacked for a regular, monthly TYR Dokkan Fest, right? The only units I think I need on this banner, except for obviously Dabura, is I think I still need 2 copies of Cell, and then also the LR Golden Freezer. But yeah, let's see who we get first anyway. I'm gonna get Hercule and Boo here, so it's obviously guaranteed Dokkan Fest. And probably no one good, yeah, okay. But I guess the good thing about this banner is there is pity, so worst comes to worst, we will go to pity. But I don't really want to, because like I said, this banner is good and bad in some ways for me. For other players, would I recommend summoning? I have to think about it a little bit more, because in 2 weeks, is it 2 weeks from now? Or a week and a bit from now, we should have Saiyan Day, yeah, so Saiyan Day celebration. So there is speculation we are going to get an LR for that. I'm not too sure if we will or not. It would be pretty cool to see, depending on the LR is going to be. Obviously, it's a Saiyan, so it's most likely going to be pretty hot, pretty insane to see. I have seen people say maybe like a Bardock or something like that. Bardock would be pretty cool to see. Especially the top tier animations for Bardock, that would go pretty hard. But yeah, again, whether that happens, I'm not too sure if it will be an LR, but I think there was something to do with the coding or something in the last data mine where it has this serial number should be an LR or something to do with that. So it will be interesting to see what we get. But I think whoever it's going to be will probably make it really good as well, because this new Dabura, for example, even though he's not really that hype of a character, he does look pretty busted on his kit. But to me, I still don't know if that's enough to recommend summoning for him. Because he's good, but you still need a semi-decent team for him. So if you're new to the game or free to play, so then you're most of it, you're probably not gonna have most of these units that you need to have on his team to make him worthy to summon for, if that makes sense. So I'll probably do another video, maybe talking about summon skip. I mean, this guy's good. This Super Saiyan 4 Goku there, he's very good still. But yeah, like I said, there is still good, some good units in this banner. It's just, I really don't know if I want to say summon or not, because I feel like Saiyan Day, whoever it's going to be, they're going to be probably on the same level as anniversary units, most likely, in terms of, unit design wise. And probably the banner is going to be a little bit better as well, I'm assuming. Especially if it's going to be an LR banner, they could put some really good LR picks on there. So that's why I'm a little bit hesitant to say whether to summon or skip. Because Dabura is good, but I don't think he's that good to summon for, if that makes sense. I'm not really cool. Well, yeah, we have got Yakon as well, which is obviously another new unit, but that's a banner unit, so I don't really count that, because when we get the Saiyan Day unit, you can get Yakon on that anyways. It's not that big of a deal to look at in terms of banner wise for the banner unit. Not getting good luck here, but we have got a few tickets here to go through, so we're trying to smash it as quick as we can. I've also been trying to rainbow a lot more units. I've got most of them done. Well, not most of them, but I've got a fair bit of rainbow units done. And the reason why I do that now is it makes something a lot easier for me, because all these units that I can easily rainbow, I can now just sell them for dupes. So obviously doing that, I get a lot more coins to speed up the summons and stuff like that, so it's good in a way. I'm trying not to rainbow every single unit which is not worth rainbowing yet. And the reason I say that is some of these units that I can rainbow, I don't want to rainbow just yet, just because I can actually put, change the kits up a little bit just in case they get an easy A. So then I can change them up, sort of wait a little bit for an easy A, but then I don't want to wait too long because then it's wasting coins at the same time. So it's sort of a vicious cycle there. Hopefully I get some more dupes of Frieza soon. I really want to get him rainbow, because I think probably the best unit on this banner is, I was going to say Frieza, but I feel like Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku is probably the better unit, best unit on this banner, I would say. Because you can run him with this, the LR Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku as well. And both of them together can cook insanely well. So I would say he's probably the best unit to get on this banner. Whether you get them with coins or not, I guess, is another thing. I would probably say, if you have the new anniversary units, then probably pick up the new Goku, not new, pick up the Super Saiyan 4 Goku with coins. But if you don't have any of the anniversary units, probably save your coins for them, because they're going to be a way better option to pick. Especially UI Goku. I think a lot of people are sleeping on UI Goku. And the reason why I say that is obviously we got the Super Remake happening at the end of the year. Well, sort of end of the year. What was it, fall? I think it was. So, knowing that, Dokkan's probably going to have celebrations towards, obviously, the Beerus Saga, which obviously means more Realm of Gods buff. So, that's why I think UI Goku is secretly going to be like one of the best anniversary units so far. Just because his kit is very well designed, and like I said, I think God Key or Realm of Gods will be very good in the future. At the moment now, it's pretty good, I would say. I've used it for a lot of hard difficult content. But one of the main things that will suck, which when, I think a few days from now, is the MUI Goku and Blue Evo Vegeta. Both their anniversary support buffs will leave in a few days, so obviously then you can't really use them in hard difficult content, so you have to take them off the team, which does suck, because I did like using them. They were pretty good actually. But, you know, a lot of people wanted them to get a Super Easy A for anniversary, but I don't think it's quite their time for a Super Easy A. Maybe next year's anniversary we could see it, but this year I think it was a little bit too early. But in terms of Easy A's, we didn't really get that much to probably use to in terms of anniversary, but at the same time we didn't get the same amount of anniversary content as we usually get. So like even with this celebration now, I think the only Easy A we are getting is a Super Easy A for Babidi, which is a free play unit, which is definitely weird, but I don't know, because I guess you can technically call this anniversary content in a way, because the Babidi that did get the Super Easy A was from the 8th anniversary of Dokkan, if I remember correctly. So it's sort of anniversary content in a way, but it's also not, because it's not technically classified as a as anniversary like celebration. So I guess it's a bit of a weird subject to sort of talk about there, but I guess going off that, you can technically call Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Daima technically anniversary, but it's like post anniversary. So it's a little bit of a weird topic there, I guess. But like I said, technically Babidi was an anniversary unit, so whether you call that part of the 11th anniversary, I'm not too sure. But we're not getting many featured units here, are we? Saying that, we should have another one here. That's pretty good. Hopefully it's Dabura, then we can stop summoning. No, it's Topo, okay. Topo, I don't only do. Oh, I'll get Yakon, okay. Again, Lord Slug, that's pretty insane mods. Oh, we did get Broly and Vegeta doing it. I think Broly and Vegeta is guaranteed 2 or more featured units, isn't it? Or 2 or more Spark. I was gonna say Sparking then. 2 or more Dokkan featured units there, I think. I haven't really got. Now I'm thinking about it, I think that's like only the 2nd or 3rd time I've actually seen the animation of Broly and Vegeta there. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Hopefully these summons don't go for too long, but like I said, once I hit pity, I'm not summoning anymore. I'm not going for rainbows. Because like, I don't know if you'd call me a whale or not, because like, I don't really like to go all out for rainbows every single banner. Typically how I like to do summons is, let's say for example in the tickets I pulled 2 copies of Dabura, right? Then I go, okay, I'll go a little bit deeper on the summons, and if I pulled another 2 copies of Dabura, then I'll go, okay, now I might as well go for the rainbow. You know, but right now, we're getting pretty well shafted, so I'm not really going to chase the rainbow, because it's not worth it. But like anniversary units, or a GDC for example, I'll probably go heavily in terms of that. Not all rainbows, but I'll go fairly deep on the banners, just because it's a big celebration sort of thing. If it's a big hype unit that I really want, then I'll go for the rainbow, but Dabura, I'm like, meh, that's... I'm just happy with the one, and then I'll end the video sort of thing. But we're not really getting a lot of units. I mean, another Goku there, but I don't really need the Goku there, so... I could use SSR to try and link level, but I've got a few units I gotta keep link leveling. But I've been recently getting into Pokopia, which is a really good Pokemon game actually, which I was tempted to do videos on, but I have to get like a full setup like Elgato and all stuff like that, which I'm not too sure if it's worth it getting. But I'm heavily getting into the game. I've got, I think roughly so far in terms of hours, probably close to a day already. Just because it's a Pokemon game, and I am pretty like, well, I'd probably say I'm still a big Pokemon fan, but I'm not quite as big as a fan as like Dragon Ball, for example, obviously. But the thing that does suck with Pokemon at the moment is I wanted to grind more Fire Red. I got Leafy Green as well, but I want to try and finish Fire Red first. But then Pokopia came out, so I'm sort of doing a bit of both, so I don't have to wait for buildings to happen on Pokopia. I'll hop back on Fire Red, try and finish that out, and then I'll go back on Pokopia again and stuff like that, while link leveling on Dokkan. So I try and do it both, you know, try and balance out as best I can, but yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon stuff and Dragon Ball stuff to do at the same time. But I'm getting sick of Topo now. It's a few copies of him now. Trunks carrying Maya, so obviously guaranteed Dokkan Fest, which could be good, could be bad. Hopefully it's good. I wonder if they can start adding more summon animations as well. Because I don't think adding more summon animations would be hard. Like, for Dabura, obviously not, but I'm thinking like maybe for Saiyan they start adding more stuff, or for bigger units. Because like these summons, man, they just get really boring and repetitive. Like if you get Goku Black Rift here and there, it's like obviously really hype, or Zeno, stuff like that, but like just this sort of background every sort of multi is just very boring and repetitive to look at, which is why typically, well, I used to speed up my summon videos just because it wasn't, to me, I didn't think it was worth watching through the shafted summons, but a lot of people did want me to do the live recordings of it, so now I'm keeping them in, which do take a little bit longer to edit and stuff like that, but it's worth in the end. I think that's enough copies to sell as well, so that's obviously... Okay, another one. That definitely should be enough now. Damn, that's a crazy multi, actually. Three Dokkan Fests? That could mean 3 Daburas, though. Alright, but it looks like we're going to have to go for Pity, which does sort of suck, but at the same time, at least I'm going to be getting Dabura, so I'm not going to really be too mad about it, but it does suck going through this many stones, again, just boring multis, but at least I got Cell Rainbow. Another copy of him as well. I think that should be enough. After we do these next few multis, that should be it. So what, enough for 2 more. So even if I get Dabura now, I'll probably just still get him from Pity and then end the video there. Because if the summons are going like this now just for 1 copy, imagine going for another 4. It's it's not really worth it, is it? It's, yeah, not for Dabura. But I guess my UI Goku summons, I did sort of speed up, but that was the UI Goku summons at the Rainbow Hymn were a little bit different, just because I recorded like summons here and there when I could, sort of thing. So that's a little bit different. Like for a proper summon session, I'll record the whole thing, but for stuff like UI Goku, I did like a multi here and there, I didn't really bother doing voiceovers. So who we get here for the last multi? I don't need that Goku, okay. Well, okay, so I did have to cut it there just because I had to quickly trade some units just because I don't have enough space, but there's Dabura after Pity, obviously, so very exciting summons. If you guys did summon on Dabura's banner, let me know how you guys went, if you got lucky or not. Hopefully you got very lucky if you did summon. And yeah, if you guys like this video and want to see more, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you as a win the next time.